Are you shy? Is your child shy? If you are, it's likely that you've heard things like, "She's so shy," or "Do you think you'll ever grow out of it?" Many of us are probably familiar with those little comments that really aren't meant to hurt, aren't meant to start to shape the child's worldview, but the truth is that they do. Shyness is a behavior. It's not a way of being in the world. A way of being is more defined by temperament. We all come into the world with different temperaments. Children who tend to exhibit shy behavior often have a temperament that is slower to warm, more observant. They tend to take their time in doing things. These children also often have wonderful gifts, like being more empathetic, more compassionate, and more sensitive to their world. They also often are very attuned with how they're feeling and how their body feels in different situations. When we label a child as shy, it's one-dimensional, it's static, and it feeds into a fixed mindset. In fixed mindset homes, we label children as very specific individuals. He is shy. She is smart. They are good at mathematics. Very fixed attributes and characteristics. That's a fixed mindset home. In a growth mindset home, which is the one that we want, we focus more on a child's journey, on the whole child. So we may say things like, "I noticed that you went to go and say hello to that little friend at the park. How did you do that?" Or, "You're becoming so comfortable at knowing when your body feels good versus when your body doesn't feel good." Or, "I noticed today that you were very brave at school drop-off. Can you tell me what helped you with that?" So we're focusing not just on the child's whole self, but also on their effort, what they were able to do different from last time. Children from growth mindset homes tend to continue growing throughout the lifespan, whereas children from fixed mindset homes believe that they either are something or are not something, and we see that they plateau early on in life. So that's what we're going for. We want to always focus on our child's journey and where we're seeing differences, changes, progress, and we want to constantly be working with them to figure out, how did we do that? What was different this time? In Western cultures, shyness often has a negative connotation behind it. How are we going to fix this? How do I push my child out of their shell? When children are constantly hearing, "He's shy, they're shy," how are we going to make them less shy? They start to internalize that something is wrong with them, that something needs to be fixed about them. When children start to internalize this, it puts them at a greater risk for shame. Shame is, something is wrong with me. Something needs to be fixed. I am not the way I should be right now. Shame is at the core of a number of mental health issues. As Brené Brown says, shame is the fear of disconnection. I am different from everybody else. I am not like everybody else. I am not enough. And then also the fear that everybody's going to find out that I am not enough. So we want to watch again that our kids are not overhearing, how are we going to fix this? How are we going to make them better? I know from working in clinic that many kids pick up on who they are or how their world views them from listening to the adults in their world speak about them, whether it's to caregivers, whether it's the caregiver and the teacher, or mom and a friend. We want to watch our words not just to our child, but also to the people around them. So how do we help our children who are shy to become just a little bit braver? Very often, parents will try and put them into situations that are going to push them. Things like acting class. I'm going to suggest that we stay away from activities that we know inherently are going to make them uncomfortable, and instead start to think about environments where they feel safest. Is it in smaller groups, smaller spaces? Where do we see their joy spark? No matter if it's scrapbooking or swimming or chess club or writing class. Where is their joy sparked? When our children feel comfortable, when they can feel their gifts being nourished, they're more likely to test those boundaries. The teacher and the instructor matters deeply too. They need to have a relationship with that teacher or instructor. That teacher needs to have their heart. When the teacher has their heart, again, they're more likely to raise their hand, they're more likely to show their work to classmates because they feel safe. On that note, in our traditional classrooms too, we really want to encourage teachers to really give kids opportunities to share knowledge in different ways. Not all kids are going to be comfortable putting up their hand. So is it that we talk to each other, or we write on a little whiteboard, or I tell my teacher? Again, safety first, and then we gradually push a little bit to really help with that brave muscle. It's the same with friends. We want to help our children to find friends which help them to feel safe, connected, valued, seen, heard. This is going to look different for different kids. We may have grown up with a whole group of friends, but perhaps for our child, it's just that one friendship or two friendships that's really important. Find what works for your child. And then at home, we can work on brave moments through little everyday examples like, let's try and go and say hello to that friend at the park. Or if they're a little bit older, go and make your own appointments or order your own meal. For our little ones, we can mirror them. So if we're going to go to the park, we can stay with them initially and then just step back a little bit and let them play by themselves. And the next time we go to the park, we step back even further. Really, it doesn't change that much with our older kids either. We initially accompany them and then we gradually step back and help them to start to find and anchor their own place within the world. So, to summarize that, watch the labels, stay away from the labels, let our children become who they are made to be in the world without us putting them into a fixed box and then wondering why they never get out of that box. Environment is more important than activity, and relationship is the anchor for bravery. Always. If you have a child who is more observant and more cautious, it is also likely that they probably worry quite a bit about the world and who they are in the world. We have a full-length course on childhood anxiety. If you want to find out more, I'll link it in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon for more parenting tips.